2015 college baseball season has wrapped up for the Liberty Flames, and we're visiting now with the head coach of the Flames, Jim Toman. And, Coach, it's a little bit tough this time of year. I know the last couple of seasons we've been getting ready to go play in a regional. How much different has it been here the last few days?
Well, we're just getting organized for next year and had player exit interviews and coaches meetings and trying to figure out who to recruit next. But, yeah, it's disappointing that we're not in a regional. We were hoping to go for the third straight year. It didn't happen. We didn't win enough games late, and the RPI slipped from probably in the last 10 days from 34 all the way to 60, I think, 2 or 63. So we're just kind of on the bubble out, and the guys played hard and had a good attitude all year. Proud of that team. That class, that senior class, really was special to me, and I'm going to miss all them guys. They ended up, I think, winning the most Division I games in the history of Liberty for a class. And they're the only class that went to 2 regionals. So, and I think they won the most conference games as well. I'll have to check on that. But them guys are special, and we're certainly going to miss them next year.
Yeah, we'll talk about that senior class a little bit more here in just a minute. When you think about some of the sophomores and the juniors here, they've never gone through this. They've never not played in a regional at this point. Do you think that that'll kind of fire them up going into next year?
So I think we'll have a chip on our shoulder next year. We'll probably won't be favored like we were this year, so that might be a good thing. Coastal had a good year, and Radford had a great year. And congratulations to them. The conference keeps getting better, and they had great years. And so next year maybe we won't have that target on our back next year. We can sneak in there. But we feel really good about the guys coming back, and we're going to send them out to the summer, get them stronger, get them better, get a lot of at-bats, get a lot of innings, and then we have over 20 new guys coming in. So we're excited about the new guys.
Go back to that senior class you just mentioned a minute ago. Jared Lyons, 8-2 this year. Big South Pitcher of the Year, second straight year the team has had that. A 1.99 earned run average. He's a guy that come draft time, you got to figure he's going to get a look somewhere. But how special was he this year?
Yeah, he was great. Had an awesome year and had a great career for us. I mean, he pitched an awful lot of innings, had a lot of appearances for us, and he's I'm going to miss him for sure, obviously, and 6 or 7 other seniors in that class that are pretty darn good, and we're hoping when the draft comes here soon that we'll get 3 or 4 of them get a chance to play pro ball, and the ones that don't, we'll try to get them a shot at independent ball.
Alex Close, Ashton Parrott, a couple other guys in that senior class that have meant so much to this club over the last 4 years. Spiritual leaders. I mean, not just what they do on the field, but off of it as well.
Yeah, they represent Liberty baseball. They're the kind of guys I want. They're strong Christian kids, and they're leaders, and they're captains. They're really good students. I mean, you don't get much better than them guys, and we need to get some guys, more guys in the program like that. And they were the foundation of our program for 4 years, and I don't know how we're going to replace them, but they just had 4 fun years. We had our ups and downs, but I think we had more ups than downs, and it's going to be tough without them.
Looking forward, you said you were excited about some of the newcomers. I know one thing that this club will want to do offensively is try to cut back on some of the strikeout numbers as well. Talk about some of the new guys that you have coming in that you can talk about at this point, and give us an idea of what they kind of bring to the table as far as, doing just that.
Yeah, well, there's so many of them. We have a couple new catchers coming in. We got a couple new infielders. We got 3 or 4 outfielders, and have like 8 to 10 pitchers coming in. So maybe one day we'll do a video. We can talk specifically about each one and sit down and go through them. But there's going to be a lot of competition in the fall. We'll have about 45 guys out there probably in the fall. And it'll be, a lot of competition, a lot of open jobs, just all around the infield and the outfield and the catching situation and the pitching. It's going to be a brand new team. I think it'll be a really competitive fall. And as far as the strikeouts goes, we've sat down as a staff, and we're going to have that's probably the main thing that we're going to talk offensively about is our approach with 2 strikes, or not even getting to 2 strikes. Sometimes if you're aggressive early in the count and you get a good pitch to hit, you don't have to get to 2 strikes. But if we do get 2 strikes, you're going to see a little bit better approach. We're hoping we're going to spread them out a little bit and do some things, and we've already talked about that as a staff, and that'd probably be our number 1 priority in the fall. Is it's not going to be okay to strike out.
Look at Dylan Allen, Carson Herndon. Both those guys were hurt this year. How much did the club miss those 2 guys?
Well, if Carson's there and wins 7 or 8 games, I'm not a math major, but that would be 40 wins. And Dylan had a great freshman year, and then he was hurt all last year. And he'll redshirt and come back as a redshirt sophomore, so he'll solidify that left side of the infield for us. We think he'll be healthy, and he's a hard worker and good kid. So we'll be good to have them back. But every team in the country has injuries, and you just got to try to overcome them. And Carson was probably going to be our Friday or Saturday starter, but we decided to, for his benefit and ours, to just go ahead and redshirt him and let him come back for a healthy senior year and get to pitch a lot more innings and have a little bit more time. Sometimes that Tommy John takes a little over a year, and he'll be well into 18 months, 19 months when we do it, and I think it'll benefit him and the team. So we're excited to get both them guys back in the fall. They'll both be healthy.
We've talked a lot about what we've lost and a lot of the new guys coming in, but the cupboard's not completely bare here. You look going forward, you could have your weekend rotation already lined up with Herndon, with Parker Beam potentially, if he can bounce back next year, and then Victor Cole coming back.
Yeah, that's 3 guys at the top of the list right now, and we're going to have a lot of other options. There's some guys that are coming on in the program, and there's some new guys coming in that are going to provide plenty of competition. So, as disappointed as we were late in the year, we're already, my mind's focused ahead. We're moving ahead, and God willing, we'll be back in a regional next year and get everyone healthy. And it's an exciting time right now because I really am fired up about the new guys coming in.
All right, Coach, we appreciate the time.
Okay, thanks a lot, Nick.
That's the head coach of the Liberty Flames, Jim Toman. My name is Nick Pierce for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.